Welcome, all my conservative free spirits. Thank you for visiting my channel, Conservative Free Spirit. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Conservative Free Spirit. Thank you for commenting, sharing this video, and liking this video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whether you are watching this live or whether you are catching the replay, you are welcome. So the tarot card that is in your thumbnail is the Queen of Swords. So one thinks, then one is. So what are you thinking? Collective, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? So one thinks, one is. When I was meditating, the Queen of Swords came in my head, and I was wondering why the Queen of Swords as opposed to the King of Swords. And I came to the conclusion that you can actually see the Queen of Swords beckoning something, someone, some idea, some emotion, some feeling, some situation, some spirit, some entity, some whatever you would like. The Queen of Swords, you can actually see the Queen of Swords beckoning it, giving it an opportunity, giving it a chance to show its worthiness, to show its true colors, to see if you are beneficial to me, to see if you are a hindrance to me. Are you helping me? Are you encouraging me? Are you hurting me? Show yourself. The Queen of Swords says, show yourself. And anything that is subpar will be eliminated. What are you thinking, collective? I really hope that everyone is thinking thoughts of gratitude right now, especially, individuals who are, what is the correct term? Quarantined, yes, but who have been made to be quarantined, who have been forced to be quarantined. And if you have not been forced to be quarantined and you have chosen to quarantine yourself and your family and your pets, etc., you should give thanks for that, because that's a decision that you made. That's a healthy decision that you were able to make on your own without being forced to do so. Having the right to decide, being able to decide that, you know what, I'm going to make the decision to quarantine myself or not. You ought to be grateful for that, giving thanks that you're able to make that decision, because some cities, states, and countries have been forced to do so. Encourage yourself to be in a moment of gratitude. What are your thoughts right now? I'm grateful that I am choosing not to suffer. What does that mean? I was really sitting thinking about that. What exactly does that mean? I'm grateful that I'm choosing not to suffer. I'm going on with my everyday life, of course, with some restrictions, still working out, still cooking, cleaning. Of course, there are some places that I cannot go, and that's okay. But every step of the way, still giving thanks that and you should be drinking drinking water. Just giving thanks that I have water to drink, that I am able to cook, that I have enough groceries, that I have enough clean water to clean with, that I have enough water to drink, and that I have enough water to take a bath with, and etc., etc. Some of you are thinking thoughts of injustice, that this isn't fair. And I ask you, what is that going to do for you? What is giving energy and thinking the thought that this is not fair? What is that going to do for you? And if you are not coming up with a solution to what is not fair, then you're kind of wasting your energy. The Justice card fell out. This is not fair. Some of you feel like you are in the dark about the decisions that are being made politically. Some of you feel as if you're being forced into a circumstance or a situation that either could have been avoided or that may not be true. If that's what you're thinking, then that's what's occurring, because no one can tell you otherwise. I encourage you to think thoughts of gratitude during this time, as not to drive yourself crazy. Because the truth of the matter is, you really don't know what's on the other side of the door. I'm not saying sit back and take anything. I'm not saying sit back and be a puppet. I'm not saying sit back and be oblivious to anything that's going on. But I am saying use your energy and your power for worthy causes and worthy thoughts. I've been encouraging you on my last video for you to clean up, wipe things down, clean your home. Regardless of what's going on around the world, it's still spring. So a lot of times people do spring cleaning. Go through your closet, see what clothes you can wear. Spring is here and summer is quickly approaching. See how you look in your clothes. Maybe that's something that you can encourage yourself. During this time, we are able to at least go outside and walk. That's great. That's a wonderful thing. So if you try on clothes and you don't like how they fit, then either get rid of them or go outside and begin yourself a regimen. Let's not be a victim. Clean up. Throw things out that are not beneficial to you. Go through your cabinets. Go through your photos. Look under your bed and sweep and look at your shoes and your makeup products, your hair products, your clippers, if you're a guy, your boxers, your socks. Just really take the time to scrutinize some things. What else do you have to do to entertain yourself? I also encourage you all to use this time for your children who are not in school to still challenge them. You can print off activities. If you have the internet at home, you can make up some activities. Any math things or science things, you can probably still go online and play some games and still keep that schedule for school. So that way, when your children do go back to school, and for many of you, I know you're thinking if, especially with this Justice card, I have the Devil card in reverse. A lot of you are not willing to indulge even when you are told that the coast is clear. When you do implement your new changes, your children won't be so far behind. How is your communication going with your mate? How is your communication going with your family? So let's get back to so a man thinketh, so a man is, or so one thinketh, so one is. I also wanted to say, don't allow anyone to put a suffering on you that is not something that you embrace. If you don't believe that the coronavirus or the COVID-19, I said I wasn't going to mention it, right? If you don't believe that that is true, that's your thought. That's your thought. And if you don't believe that it's true, then that's yours. Um, if you don't want anyone imposing anything on you, then make sure that you're not imposing anything on anyone else. So, regardless of what your beliefs are in this current situation, then at least, do the same thing back. Don't allow anyone to make you sick during this time. Sometimes you can watch the news so much and you can talk to people so much about the same topic over and over again that it can literally make you sick and you don't even know how that happened. Or you can talk to someone about a negative situation and then you're mad all over again. Be mindful of the gossip. I said in my last video that this is a time for break. The world is taking a much needed break. When's the last time the movie theater has been clean? When's the last time a bar has been clean? When's the last time your school has been thoroughly clean? I'm not talking about sweeping and mopping. I'm talking about sanitizations. When's the last time that a bus or a train or a plane or a ship has been sanitized and cleansed and steamed and all that stuff? And I don't know exactly if that's what they're doing, but I'm just saying sometimes things need a break. And when you don't give things a break, either the illusion of the monster can appear, which can scare you, or the actual monster can appear. So I do see a lot of you thinking that when this situation is clear, that a lot of you are not going to indulge the way that you used to indulge, or you're not going to just jump up and run back into what was. Some of you are going to be waiting a week to go to the grocery store if you can, waiting a week to go to the bank, waiting a week or two or whatever the case may be before you actually get back into public, just to kind of wait and see if the coast is clear. Don't allow anyone to tell you who you are, what you are, and how you are. Don't allow anyone to put their opinions on you. If nothing else, even if you are secluded, even if you're lonely, even if you are confined or quarantined, your thoughts are your own. Sometimes people can do what they want with your body, or they can jail you or refrain you from participating in certain things, but your thoughts are your own. And sometimes what other people think of you, or what other people tell you about you, or tell you about situations or countries or states or cities, you may not see that. Someone could tell you that a city, state, or a country is just a trash can. I would never go there. It's horrible. It's horrific. It's terrible. It's dirty. It's third world. It's a city, and it's terrible. And then you go there, and it's the most beautiful place that you have ever seen in your life. You have the most wonderful time. You meet the most amazing people. You eat the most amazing foods. You just participate in activities that are transforming, that are life-changing. And the reason that person wasn't able to do that is because of the way that they were thinking. Yeah, I do see a lot of you just willing to, it's like you're thinking to yourself, you're listening to your intuition. Some individuals who are not able to be by themselves, or who hate the quiet, or who hate being alone, they're probably going to be running full speed ahead. But I see in this daily message, a lot of you are going to be thinking, you know what? I've waited this long. I can wait a little bit longer. I've done without this long. I can go a little bit longer without it, within reason. Hopefully that is something that is helpful to you. So one thinketh, then so one is. Think positive thoughts. Encourage yourself. And I'm really on this because I was battling with this as well. Just really transforming my thoughts and my ideas to think positive. And now that I have been thinking a lot better, then I am not going to allow anyone to tell me, who or what they think I am, or what exists and what does not exist. I have come to my own conclusions about the state of the world right now, and I encourage you to come to your own conclusions. As I stated, I'm at home, I'm cleaning, I'm drinking plenty of water, I'm going through things, I'm saying positive affirmations, just encouraging myself and reconnecting with myself. So a lot of you are reconnecting with yourself, you're reconnecting with your family, you are not able to be by yourselves. And a lot of you are not able to be with your family. So regardless of whichever way it is, make sure that you are taking advantage of the moment. Program your thoughts now that when you are able to get back into society, when you are able to, go here, go there, that you understand this new world that we are entering into. That you understand, once again, that lines are a little bit longer, that you understand that people can be wrong, that people can be right. Whoever's not willing to engage in intelligent conversations with you, distance yourself from them. Whoever is not willing to kind of be on the same wavelength that you're on, and you'll tell from the conversation. Whoever's not thinking positive, whoever's not encouraging, whoever's not loving, and even when you find yourself slipping and falling into something else and not thinking positive and not encouraging thoughts, even when you find yourself slipping into that, make sure that you're as proactive on yourself and as hard on yourself as you would be to anyone else who you feel is negative or disrespectful or not encouraging. Be mindful of that. I feel like this is like a new phase within a phase. And you're going to have an opportunity to really see, people's true colors, who everyone is, and then you'll be able to think and act accordingly. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What are you doing with your time that you have now? Are you just going crazy? Or are you being fruitful? Are you being productive? Do you have to let everybody know that you're being fruitful, that you're being productive? Do you need attention? Do you need confirmation or from others during this time? Or are you just okay with just making progress? A lot of you are going to find out who you really are during this time. You're going to find out, how you really think during this time, because you're probably by yourself. And once again, a lot of you are going to find out who your mate is, what kind of mate you chose. A lot of you, once again, are going to find out the education level that your children are on. by spending time with them, by listening to them talk, by wondering if they're using past tense phrases and future tense phrases or present tense phrases, or, can they add, wow, I didn't know they had a list. I didn't know that they limp, or I didn't know they had a bump there or a bruise there, or I didn't know that they couldn't pronounce these kinds of words. I didn't know that they couldn't read at this level. A lot of you are going to find out, this also kind of reminds me about like the holidays, like the side piece, whether it's a male or female, doesn't get the actual day, but they get the day before, the day after. So a lot of you are going to find out where you stand with a person who you've been communicating with. Excuse me. You're going to find out, maybe this person has a significant other. Maybe this person has a family, because I'm not able to get in contact with them. Of course, the first thing you're going to think is, oh my God, are they sick? And that's probably what they want you to think. But it may be something as far as they can't answer their phone, or you're probably blocked because, wifey is home, or hubby is home, or boyfriend or girlfriend is home. Why this person keeps going outside, or why their phone keeps chirping, or whatever the case may be. You might find out some things during this time. So some of you may not even have to make like a conscious choice after you find out, this person really doesn't do it for me. There might be some things that are exposed. There might be some things that are exposed. This is the time of taking a break and certainly being exposed, finding out who you are, who your children are, who your mate is, and finding out where you stand with a significant other or person. And for those of you who might be with the, what is it? The pandemic and chill, inviting people over and things of that nature, I would highly, highly, highly not recommend that. If it's family or friends or something like that, but just somebody new that you've met or somebody that you've been dating, I would wait. Any of you who are in relationships of any kind, married, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you also have a side piece, I'm telling you, this is the time for you to be exposed, for you to get busted. Because your mate might be well, and then you're still talking to this person, hanging out with this person, visiting this person or these people, and bringing home maybe not this pandemic that we're experiencing, but maybe something else. So just be mindful of that. Be courteous of that. What are your thoughts? Please and thank yous go a long way. Saying that to myself as well. And if you're getting somebody that is just in the spirit of drama, in the spirit of I need attention, in the spirit of narcissism, or in the spirit of just whatever it is, where they're not coping well and they're calling you or visiting you or needing your attention, this might be the time for you to set boundaries. I'm telling you, this is the moment for you to be healing yourself, thinking positive, cleaning out your cobwebs, cleaning out your dirt, your grime, spiritually, metaphorically, and like literally. And that may not involve other people. Let's see if there are any more messages. A lot of you are going to find out during this time that you have been the sabotager. Some old feelings and thoughts and emotions may be coming up at this time as you spend so much time to yourself or as you communicate about certain things with certain people. So you may be opening some doors to some old wounds. And I'm getting something about an existence is no, well, I guess this is just general. The existence is no longer what it was or what we thought it was or what you assumed that it was or what you participated in. When they get ready to press play on society and the world moving forward, I implore you to have an ample amount of patience because nothing is going to be the same that you anticipate it to be. You might go to work or you might go to a business or a building or a company or a bank or a store, and the whole thing is gone. Now, that is an exaggeration, but it might not be. So, nothing, the existence, either your existence or the world's existence, is going to be totally different than how it was. Nothing is going to be the same. So, just be mindful of that. And I'm telling myself, as far as the patience, the process that you used to take, the screening that you used to go through, the filter, the whatever, the route that you used to go, it may not even exist anymore when humanity is able to proceed forward. And I guess that's kind of a weird thing because technically we are proceeding forward. And as you can see, existence as you knew it is totally different. Like that way of life doesn't even exist anymore. So that has been your reading. Be mindful of your thoughts. Think positive thoughts. Think positive affirmations. Sit around, make a list, type up a list, write a list. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? Who are you thankful for? Who are you grateful for? Wait, did I say that twice? And laugh a little. Wash your hands, drink more water. Tell some people that you love them. I am Conservative Free Spirit. Thank you for visiting my channel, Conservative Free Spirit. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, Conservative Free Spirit. Thank you for liking this video, sharing this video, and thumbs up this video. Have a wonderful, wonderful existence.